A man forced her to end her life and her children's lives by trying to be in their children's lives.
There are no shortage of women out there who've never had a positive relationship with anyone masculine.
I believe in God. Yeah, it's not hurting anybody. I do it very safely. To stop doing what I do.
He was like, I'll sleep with you.
Basically, realizing I still want to be with my husband.
Black men are not choosing us because we don't trust them. We don't respect them.
You know, create this narrative that does not exist. These people don't even be real.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
Males are predators. Interesting theory. Well, this is 39-year-old Bernadine Pruston from Missouri. She was fighting for custody of her kids in court with her two baby daddies. And it wasn't going as planned. So she came up with a plan. Her plan was to light her house on fire. And in the life of her and her 4 children, age 9 to 2, she had 2 9-year-olds. She decided to end their lives because it's better for them to not live than for them to live with a father in their life. That makes sense, right? That doesn't make her a though. She's not a just because you end the life of your children. You're not her. I mean, I guess it's just what a man forced her to do, right? A man forced her to end her life and her children's lives by trying to be in their children's lives. That makes sense, right? That's normal. It's not predatory at all. I mean, it's a woman's right?
This is sad. Very sad.
How do you guys feel about this? Do you think this woman did the right thing by setting her house ablaze instead of coming up with an agreement in custody court? Is this something that fathers worry about out there that are dealing with their ex in custody court? How do you guys feel about this?
No, I'm going to end it right there. This is a sad situation. I don't take this as a situation to she's dealing with something. The court should have been on top of it. I think she shouldn't have had the kids. But that's another time for another day. But yeah, that one's sad. I wouldn't use that as an example.
We always talk about how men are the hunters, but in order to be a hunter, you must be a. So even healthy masculine men are predators. I really enjoy Mina Irfan, the universe guru, look her up. She talks a lot about this, but men are no matter how healthy they are, and it's important that you make sure that you stand your ground, because that predatory behavior that they have when they're hunting, they will bring it in to your space, into your relationship, into your home, and they will adversely affect you. And you wouldn't even realize it.
That's what who said.
There's no man walking around saying, I'm going to be a predator in my home. You know what? Today, I'm just going to take her and do her dirty. No. Those predatory things about men, women love. When a man doesn't have that, he's seen as weak. He's seen as a beta. And yes, most women want those predatory things. When they don't get it, the guy gets taken advantage of. The guy gets cheated on. Right? The guy gets left behind and she sorts after those guys with those predatory behaviors. So is she just a sheep? I don't know. But painting a woman to look like a certain way, yeah, that's what a lot of these women are doing. They're holding on to that feminism hard. But anyway, let me go on to the next video.
Many women have never had a good relationship with anyone masculine in their life. And so the notion that they would need to establish a trusting relationship with a man, especially if he's also in something approximating a superordinate position, which is what they might like to find him maximally attractive, also implies that they're in some sense going to be under his sway. And if there's no trust there, well, that's absolutely terrifying. And I have some sympathy for that, because there are no shortage of women out there who've never had a positive relationship with anyone masculine. And so they're completely unable to discriminate between narcissistic power and compulsion and confident competence. And so because they can't distinguish that and they're afraid, they put all of that in the same category, which is something like the predator category. And that's not good for them because, well, as you said, all men aren't predators.
Very true. And usually that's true. Those are the guys a lot of times that some woman doesn't know how to differentiate it. We'll see that way. I'm that way. I'm a go-getter. I'm naturally a dog. I can't help the way I am, right? I was raised that way. Now, does that make me predatory? Oh, does that make me a predator, I should say? No, I would say no. I would say that makes me a man. And a man is going to be a man. And most women respect men. Like I said before, most women, if I wasn't this way, if other men weren't that way, they wouldn't be the man. They wouldn't even be as viable as they would be. You know how women want the guy that's high value? A lot of times those guys are that way. And they all want him.
Wearing a cross.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself a Christian?
I believe in God.
Let me ask you a question. Do you wear your cross while you're engaging in producing OnlyFans content?
I always wear my cross.
You always wear your cross.
I
Okay,
never take it off.
do you think that God approves of you doing basically?
Yeah, it's not hurting anybody. I do it very safely.
Do you think God wants you making porn?
God said that He loves everyone.
What? Okay, I have if God wants you to be a, what do you think Satan wants?
To stop doing what I do?
We're making progress.
She just said Satan wants her to stop. No, God doesn't want you doing that, sweetheart. Satan wants you doing that. He has you in his grasp. And the fact that you're confused makes him more effective.
Satan wants you to not do, and God wants you to do. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
I'm done. That's it. I'm out.
Unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
You see, guys? You see? This poor young lady is so screwed up in the head that she actually thinks that God wants her to do that, and Satan wants her to stop doing that.
This is an example, right? It's like the same. This is the same video. It's not really, but you guys, I want you to go along with me here. It's the same as those guys that are young guys. Even guys are like this, right? They don't understand certain things. Like I seen the video. I reacted to a video yesterday, and the guy said, "What's the tool that measures the weather?" You know, and the guy said a thermostat, right? Not knowing that's a piece of equipment that can regulate, you know, it lets you know the temperature of the house and the home, and also you can regulate the temperature that way. But it's a thermometer, where a lot of people they're young and they don't keep things in. I remember when I was growing up and I was learning things in school, I just knew certain things. It stuck with me. That's one of those things you didn't forget, right? But they don't practice memory exercises the way they used to. I remember that I did that when I was younger. They don't do that anymore. And kids are just not retaining information. It's a sad time. And then you have women like her who just don't care, who are just so lost. They think anything that happens good is from God, and it's not, right? Just because you're making money and you're getting rich from doing OnlyFans doesn't mean God wants you to do it. God does not equate with money. So a lot of people do that. Oh, I'm getting this. God wants that. God doesn't want all that stuff. But let me hop on to the next video.
He was like, I'll sleep with you.
Basically, yeah, I'll sleep with you. We had marriage problems, and we thought the way to fix it was to go to polyamory and try to fill it in with other people who were more emotionally connected, and that obviously ended in a great big ball of burning fire.
Yeah. So, tell me about, so first tell me about how y'all came to that conclusion. Who came to who?
So I came to him. I was presented with the offer from a mutual friend of ours, and because I was talking to him about our problems, and
He was like, I'll sleep with you.
Basically.
She belongs to the streets.
Yeah, I'll sleep with you. I'll be your emotional connection. That will be great for all of us.
I'll take one for the team, Ophelia.
Exactly.
What a great guy.
Fantastic.
Man.
I'm so proud.
There's a lot of people in the world that would have just not done that. But man, wow. And so you sit down with your husband and you're like,
This is kind of like the same situation, like the girl with the OnlyFans, right? Her friend, who's a guy, suggested that to her. And she said, oh, okay, well, I'll try it. And then she slept with her friend, who's a guy. That's exactly why guys don't want girls having guy friends. You let him, and the husband allowed it probably. I'm sure he knew about the guy friend. He allowed it to happen. He allowed a stranger into his home. This is exactly why guys don't allow their wives or their woman to have guy friends. She fell for it because she has nothing upstairs. She's like the woman from last video.
Got an offer for you. How'd that go?
At first he's like, I don't understand why. And then he was like, well, I can have someone as well, so we might as well just try it. And then it was about 6 months of like lust, puppy love, happiness of, I can have attention when my husband's not giving me any. And then it ended up being that the person treated me like terribly. And then I broke it off. And now we're trying to just kind of stand here in the ashes. Like, well, now what do we do?
Did your husband date anybody?
Yeah, he did.
And how does that sit with you?
At the time, I didn't care. I was just happy that we could all be doing this like amicable adults, like quotation marks around that. And then now I don't like it as much now that I'm
You can't make this
realizing I still want to be with my husband and want to fix all the things that are broken in our relationship.
So what is broken in your relationship?
Why? What was broken was her.
It's not my fault.
She would never accept that responsibility, right? She would never be accountable. All of that happened because of you. You let a guy friend talk you into this, and then you went along with it. And what happened was, because you see, women, they want guys, right? She treated him well. She treated him better than you because she was looking. She probably was looking and waiting and hoping, and was a good girl and got him. All because of you. He shouldn't go back. You don't deserve him.
Black men are not choosing us because we don't know them. We don't like them. We don't trust them. We don't respect them. We don't listen to them. We don't acknowledge them. We don't deserve them. And unfortunately, this is not untrue.
Yeah, so what I say to that, I have no idea what you're talking about. Black men want to choose you. You're not choosing yourselves. Think about it deeply and get back to me. And the reason I'll explain. The reason why you're not choosing yourselves, look how you carry on. Look how you represent yourself, right? You're letting it be known I'm not to be taken seriously. So why would a guy take you seriously?
So I don't like to be in men's business, but there's a travel advisory from the State Department because the passport bros are getting
here we go again
overseas by these submissive women that they were finding on Tinder.
They want to see us fail. That's what it is. You have so many women talking about what's going on, which is not even a lot of guys, right? There's guys out there in Colombia right now having a time of their lives, but they wanted to come across that way because they want to see us fail and they want to paint that in public eye, but it's not working. Guys are winning. Guys are still going to Colombia till this day and having success, regardless of what you're saying. So you can hate it you want. Still not going to stop us.
Don't you agree, Mr. Feather? Word.
Hey, y'all. Okay, so it's been a minute, right? But I just got to say something when it comes to a bunch of propaganda, right? I really need people to stop thinking that that's only stuff done in other places, that it's not real, that, it was only used in the past. I was listening to a conversation, and they were talking about basically these, so-called past passport bros or whatever being banned from other countries, right?
That's a who said.
And it really just sparked the thought, not to dwell on that, because honestly, I don't even care about that. But I really just want people to realize, truly, y'all, the world is a stage.
See, now, what she's saying, I haven't heard of any passport bros being banned from any countries. Like, why would they ban a guy traveling when a guy's bringing in money to the economy? Why would they ban us? I would have to figure it out and see what they're saying. If you're talking about Brazil, that happened with one person and no one was banned. Stop it.
And propaganda gets out there. People will create a narrative that don't even exist, right? I want to say, like, that whole, like, remember that whole fake incident where the lady was like, her kid's father wouldn't buy something or buy food for her other children that weren't his. Turns out that was fake. Like, just to get people, I don't know, fighting against one another, right? You got to realize this stuff be fake. And so what happens is they will create or put a show out there and label it reality TV, right? Just like they did with all the other fake.
Hold up. So she is trying to use conspiracy theory ideology for passport bros, that this is fake. Listen, lady, I got to stop you right there. It's real, right? What's happening, woman bashing men, is real. Men already know why they're being bashed, because you can't control the narrative, right? If guys are leaving you, it shows there's a problem with you and not you, because you obviously look like you have your nursing job. You're out there just driving around. You're trying to keep peace between. I'm not even going to bash you because you're trying to keep the peace. But no, listen, it's not propaganda. It's real. Women are talking out of their mouths, bashing women from other countries, and saying certain things that they don't know anything about because they don't know these women from a hole in the wall, saying they're uneducated. This is really happening, right? Understand, I get it. You seem like you're going to work right now. Looks like you have a nursing. Is that a nursing outfit? Looks like it may be a nursing outfit. So you may not have as much time as these other women out there to talk about us, right? You could care less. But no, this is very real.
Shows or, create this narrative that does not exist. These people don't even be real. And people who don't realize that this is just propaganda then takes it on and normalizes it or
Yeah, I got to stop her right there because she's all the way on the left. She works too much. I think she's a nurse and she works too much. But no, it's very real. And what's happening is, what you may not realize, is finally men have woken up. It's like when you're knocked out and they put those smelling salts under your nose. They smell the smelling salt and they finally waking up. And you have a group of men, it's not many guys that are passport bros that are speaking up. Then you have a few passport bros that feel the need, actually there is a need. They're stepping up and holding the line because we have to, because we know guys need to know, look, I need to go out. This guy found success. I can go out and do it too. And the reason why that's happening, because guys realize and know that it's definitely more to life than dealing with that.
Brothers, what we do in life echoes in eternity. It's the way.
Passport bros. Passport. No.
So he's coming.